Welcome to the final Career Cumulus Spotlight episode related to the role of a respiratory therapist. Today, Joan will share with you any last advice or insights she has on becoming a respiratory therapist. Last question on the respiratory therapist role. Goodness gracious, that is a hard word to pronounce. When you look at your education or experience or whatnot leading up to it, what do you think was most instrumental to help you get prepared for that role?
When I went to Miami-Dade medical campus and I got my associate's degree there, and they prepare you very well, and so at the time when I started, there were two different types of therapists. So some of them became certified, which was 1 year less, and they didn't do like the ventilators and stuff, and so they could start working, and then they would see what the registered therapist did. And then you were those like myself who went through and became a registered respiratory therapist.
So they're certified.
They're certified. I don't know if it's still that way, but yes.
And registered.
And there was a registered back then.
So the key is do your homework if you're interested in the career. So as we wrap up the respiratory therapist part of your career, any last minute advice or guidance that you have for our viewers if they're interested in that career?
Well, as I said before, do your research, as you mentioned also. Mm-hmm. Talk to that person. A lot of times you don't know if it's your neighbor. It could be a family member that can give you that insight. One of the things that a lot of people do that they don't realize is become a volunteer at your local hospital. Mm. You are in different areas in the hospital and you get to see certain things that might pique your interest. Pick their brain, ask them questions.
Yeah, and if I can build on that, and so a lot of what I coach my clients on is if you ask somebody to just spend 15-20 minutes with you, letting you know a little bit about their role and how they got to where they're going, or where they are, I should say, they seldomly will say no. So I would put myself out there and go ahead and either find someone within your LinkedIn network. I'm sure you either know somebody or know somebody who knows somebody who's in a role that you're interested in. Reach out to them. Treat them to a cup of coffee, treat them to a lunch, or say, hey, can we have just a quick call? I want to know more about the role that you're in because I'm curious about it. It may be something that I'm interested in the future. And you'd be surprised how many people would open up their schedule to help you out. At the end of the day, we all just want to help each other. We're one human race. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for our next episode where we begin to dive into the role of a nurse. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this post, and follow us for more career insights.